Hi, my name is Caitlin, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the minimum drinking age of 21. I'm going to be sharing that I think the age should stay 21. This is not my opinion, or maybe it is, but I'm not going to state my opinion. I'm just going to talk to you and give you facts on why I should stay 21. Um, this side had more information that I found and more facts to support it. So first off, I'm going to start off with some background. The beginning of the 19th century, alcohol consumption rose. Temperance movements also became popular within the United States then because of the increase in alcohol consumption. Then in 1920, the United States enacted the Prohibition Law. This banned all selling and transportation of alcohol. This started a little bit before 1920 in many states. Obviously, alcohol consumption was still happening. There were bootleggers and there were hidden bars that you could go to. And the government realized that they couldn't really put an end to it. So in 1933, the 21st Amendment repealed the prohibition. The National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 was then created, which basically states when a person can buy or consume alcohol. In most states, this age is 21. Now I'm going to go into the facts on why we should keep it 21. First off, it's medically irresponsible. People's front lobes are not developed until the age of 21. Therefore, alcohol can damage this development if drank before it's fully developed. It can lead to memory loss, depression, violence, suicide, addiction, risky behaviors, and reduced decision-making abilities, which are all terrible, obviously, and can really put a person into a bad position. It also stops young people from being into more dangerous situations, aka the club or bars. Areas with more bars and nightclubs have a higher rate of assault or other violent crimes. So by making the age 21, these young people cannot go into these bars, which means they will be less at risk of getting injured or possibly being killed. It also reduces the number of traffic accidents and fatalities. In the year that the 21 age law was enacted, drunk driving fatalities have decreased by a third. The MLDA 21, which stands for the minimum legal drinking age of 21, has saved approximately 31,417 lives, and most likely many more than that. Due to the MLDA 21, it has been reported that the people younger than 21 drink much less and continue to drink much less throughout their 20s. Obviously, it is known that teenagers find some way to consume alcohol, but due to this law, they consume much less than if this was non-existent, and it helps their health long term. Even though I know it's hard to believe, but many people support this law. A survey for the Center for Alcohol Policy found that 86% of Americans support the drinking age of 21. The MLDA 21 also prevents excessive binge drinking from the ages 12 to 17. Also, by the age of 21, people are more responsible than they were at the age of 18, and that is just biologically proven because, like I said before, the frontal lobe is not fully developed. And the frontal lobe controls your emotions and decision making, which obviously makes you smarter. Like I said, if we lower the drinking age to 18 or 21, 18 to 21-year-olds are more prone to getting addicted, and they can get addicted to other things besides alcohol, like drugs. The more a person drinks alcohol, the more it is likely for that person to try other drugs, and therefore they can become addicted to multiple other bad toxins, including alcohol. Basically, if we move the drinking age down to 18, it has health risks and also long-term risks for people and young people. The Center of Disease Control and Prevention states these facts. Excessive drinking contributes to more than 4,300 deaths among people below the age of 21 in the U.S. each year. They also state that underage drinking costs the U.S. economy $24 billion, and that's a lot of money. There were about 189,000 emergency department visits by people under the age of 21 for injuries and other conditions linked to alcohol. and more than 90% of the alcohol consumed by those under the age of 21 is consumed by binge drinkers, which is not good long term. Obviously, it kills your liver and just ruins your health. Drinking by those below the age of 21 is also strongly linked with death from alcohol poisoning, unintentional injuries such as car crashes, falls, burns, and drowning, suicide and violence such as fighting and sexual assault. There are changes in the brain development, like I said, with the frontal lobe. School performance goes down, and there's a higher chance of people failing grades if the drinking age is lowered. People will depend on alcohol later on in their life if they start sooner. And other risk behaviors, such as smoking, abuse of other drugs, and risky sexual behaviors, as I've stated before, also come with lowering the drinking age. There are many clubs or groups of people that have formed to go against lowering the drinking age, and one of these is Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They believe that the drinking age should stay where it is because lowering it would just not help our society in general. Drinking by those below the age of 21 is strongly associated with alcohol-impaired driving, and they found the 2015 Young Risk Behavior Survey found that 8% drove after drinking alcohol and 20% rode with a driver who had been drinking alcohol, which is very risky, not only for them, but for other people on the road, and it's just not good for anyone if we lower the drinking age to 18 because we're risking health risks for those people. We're also risking fatalities besides the one themselves because of their drunk driving. And usually in drunk driving accidents, the drunk driver usually lives because when you're drunk, your body is like more, it doesn't tighten up as much like when you fall or something, so that's why you don't get hurt as much. But they end up killing someone, and that they have to live with that for the rest of their life, and it's just not a thing that I think anyone should want to go through. So because of all this and all this information, all these facts, I think that the age of drinking should stay 21. All right, thank you.